Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's talk more about the biodegradation of pesticides that happen in the environment. In our previous lesson, we were talking about chlorinated pesticides. Let's talk about the pesticides which are phosphorus based. These pesticides are much more toxic, however, they can be degraded enzymatically in the environment if the proper microbes and the enzymes of the microbes are present and proper conditions are present as well. The most widely used reaction that happens is basically hydrolysis. There are certain points on the chemical structure of these compounds at which hydrolysis can take place. For example, it can occur at the ester linkage in the malathion structure. It can yield ethanol and carboxylated pesticide residue. Or the hydrolysis can also occur between carbon-oxygen bond or carbon-oxygen and phosphorus linkages. So depending on the type of this pesticide compound structure and depending on the availability of the different enzymes, different types of reactions can occur at different points on the chemical structure of the compound. So many other transformations can also happen. Sometimes these transformations, as we said in our previous lessons, sometimes these transformations can result in an end product which is less toxic. However, sometimes otherwise can also happen. So for example, conversion of sulfur atom connected to the phosphorus, it can be converted forming a double bond oxygen. Example हमारे पास है parathion की which can be converted to paraoxon in soil by different reactions. So this paraoxon is basically much more potent as compared to the parent molecule. So you can see here different types of transformations can happen and they do not always result in a compound with less toxicity. And the Carbamate pesticides are also there, and these are usually transformed rapidly in the environment again through hydrolysis. Another type is Atrazine, which is most commonly found member of triazines, which are mostly used as herbicides. There are different types of pesticides and they have different chemical structures, and that makes them either recalcitrant or easily biodegradable. So these triazines, they have low octanol and water partition coefficients, therefore they do not sorb readily on soils. ये जो कोफिशिएंट है जितना ज़्यादा होगा उतना ज़्यादा कंपाउंड इजीली सॉल्व करेगा सॉइल में. इट मीन्स के बेसिकली द कंपाउंड इज सोलेबल इन द ऑर्गेनिक मैटर प्रेजेंट इन द सॉइल. जितना कम होगा ये उतना इसकी सॉर्प्शन कम होगी सॉइल में. सो इन केमिकल कंपाउंड्स का जो ये कोफिशिएंट है ये बहुत लो है. देयरफॉर दिस डू नॉट सॉर्ब रेडली ऑन सॉइल, देयरफॉर दे फाइंड देयर वे टू द ग्राउंड वाटर्स एंड कंटेमिनेट देम. सो अगर इनकी हम बायोडिग्रेडेशन देखें तो उसमें भी हमें एक पैटर्न नज़र आता है. फॉर एग्जांपल, इट कैन इन्वॉल्व sequential removal of the alkyl side chain followed by deamination or dehalogenation and in the end ring cleavage. जितने भी केमिकल कंपाउंड्स हैं टॉक्सिक जिनको डिग्रेड करना है माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स में, in general अगर हम बात करें तो the microbes start from the site which is most easy to be attacked, and they start from there on the compound, and then the compound is sequentially degraded, ultimately leading to mineralization. Ideally aim यही होता है कि mineralize कर दें कंपाउंड को, लेकिन डिपेंड्स कि किस हद तक ये different enzymatic reactions चल सकते हैं. The alkyl carbon basically here can serve as a source of carbon and energy. So basically एक तरह का primary source of energy इसका use कर सकते हैं microbes. However, the ring carbon, though it is fully oxidized, but usually does not serve for biosynthetic purposes. This was about the biodegradation of different types of pesticides that can happen in the environment. Many of these pesticides are recalcitrant or hard to degrade by the microbes in the environment, so different types of pesticides are degraded differently. I will see you in next lessons.